this is Cheryl and welcome to my sewing room. I've decided to just throw this video together really quick, and it's on how to make a mask. We are all in a lot of turmoil right now, and there is a huge shortage on surgical masks. I encourage you to make these for every member of your family. If you want to make them for local hospitals and clinics in your area, please call them first to see if they need them and if they have special specifications for them. This particular mask that I'm going to demonstrate was actually designed by a doctor. I found her on Facebook, and this is what she is making. She also likes to sew. So you're going to need two 9-inch squares of tightly woven fabric. Also, 2 pieces of elastic that are 7 inches long. Now, the 7 inches on my husband was a little tight. For me, it was a little loose. So you may have to adjust it for each member of your family. Then, if you have these little grocery ties, that you find in the produce department of your market, now please don't go in the market and start taking them just to make facial masks. Look around your home to see what you have. Also, you can use ribbon with wire in it. So that's all you need for this. You're going to stitch around all 4 edges of this square. Make sure you bring front sides together. We're going to do a 1/4 inch seam. You're going to leave an opening on one side. So I'm going to start, about 3 inches or so from the corner down here and stitching down to it. Back stitch a little bit first. Okay, and now stitch down towards the corner. When you get a little ways away from that corner, take your elastic, open the fabric up like that, put the elastic into the corner, and I'm going to try to keep my hand out of the way on this, and then stitch down to the corner and stitch over the elastic. And I like to back stitch a few stitches over the elastic and then back. And if I didn't mention this, make sure you're using 1/4 inch elastic if you have it, and then pull the elastic out of the way so that you don't stitch over it, and then continue down to the next corner. Now, as you get a few inches away, open the fabric up again, reach inside and reach for that end of the elastic. And again, put it back in the corner like you did the first time. All right, then place the other piece of fabric on top and then stitch down to the corner again. And back stitch over the elastic, a couple of stitches, and then come back. Leave your needle down, line your fabric back up again, and do that 1/4 inch seam and stitch down to the next corner. Now open it up, take your next piece of elastic, put it in the corner, put the other piece of fabric on top. Sorry if my hand is in the way, I'm trying to keep it out of the way. And there you go. So now you've got the other piece of fabric folded on top, stitch over the elastic, back stitch a little bit, and then stitch back to the 1/4 inch away from that side. Leave your needle down and line your fabric up. Make sure that elastic piece is out of your way so you don't stitch over it on your way down to the next corner. And keep going. right, reach inside and grab the other end of the elastic. Lift up the fabric, put that elastic in the corner, fold the other piece of fabric on top, and then stitch. I'm going to back stitch a little, come back, and turn, and then stitch a bow, I would say about 3 or so inches, back stitch, and cut your thread off. So now it looks like this. So reach inside and start turning it front side out. Just pull on your elastic and that'll help pull those corners out. And one more thing I like to do is just reach inside and kind of smooth those seams out a little bit with your fingers. Push against the seams so it'll be a little easier to finish it off. Alright, so now here's my opening right along here. I'm going to take my little twisty tie and open this up and insert this inside. Now try not to let the twisty tie, get lost down inside there. You want to keep it as fairly close up near the top. And then fold your seams in, your sides in, and you're going to stitch close to the edge to close up this opening. Remember, this isn't meant to be pretty, it's meant to be functional. I'm going to back stitch a little bit and stitch close to the edge. Back stitch. Now we want to make sure that that twisty tie stays in place. So if you need to reach inside and push on it so that it comes back up close to that seam. So I'm going to start at one end and I'm going to close it in. So I'm going to back stitch and then come down about a 1/4 inch or so. Make sure that that twisty tie is up in there. Stitch along. You're not stitching on top of the twisty tie, you're just enclosing it. And then turn, stitch back up to the edge, back stitch. So this is the piece that goes up over your nose, and you would bend it so that it hugs the side of your nose. That's the purpose of that. So now you want to make some little side pleats. You're going to make 3 side pleats on this edge and this edge over here, the sides where the elastic is. So go down about an inch or so and fold your fabric like this. Okay? And I'm going to put a pin in there to hold it. And then go to about the middle of the side there, fold again, and pin, and I'm going to do one more. There's no fancy measuring, you're just trying to get a mask made as quickly as possible. Now if I can do this with kind of just one hand, I know you all can do it with 2 hands. As you notice, only my thumb works on my right hand. So, all right, so you've got it like that. You've got it all pinned. Now, stitch over it. So just come up here to the top edge and stitch. Back stitch a little bit. And go ahead and continue stitching. Normally I don't don't stitch over pins, but it's kind of hard for me to hold all this in place. Okay, and now back stitch again. And cut it off. Now go over to the other side and do the same thing. Get rid of these pins. So you can whip these out really, really quick. Now you want the pleats to go in the same folded direction as is over here. So this way it unfolds like an accordion and wraps around your face. Okay, so I'm going to put a pin here. Do another one. Fold. And I'm going to do one more down here. Okay. And then your last step is to stitch it down. Back stitch. I'm not quite used to my new sewing machine, so sorry if I seem to be a little awkward at it. Okay, let's go get Manny to try it on, see how it fits. Okay, Manny, why don't you demonstrate? You put it up over each ear and then unfold it and pinch the nose. And there you go.
What? What are you saying?
I have no idea what he's saying.
It's Irish. Your last name is Oyedenoi.
Wait, that's your Irish accent?
Yeah. You look so Irish, honey. Okay, all right, let's do this one right so we don't have to do it again.
Okay.
All right. If you like this video, click on thumbs up and also click on share to share this video with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click on that red subscribe button down there in the lower right-hand corner of your screen. Enter your email address by clicking on the bell. Cut.
What?
I said it all backwards. Okay, let's just let's try it again. Here we go. If you like this video, click on thumbs up and also click on share to share this video with your friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet, click on that red subscribe button down there in the lower right hand corner of your screen. Click on the bell and enter your email address so you can receive email notifications about my latest video. If you're not receiving those emails, go to your cell phone or iPad, click on settings, and turn notifications in the on position. This is Maria, this is Manny, and this is Jamie. I'm Cheryl. So glad you came to my sewing room. See you next time, and happy sewing!